When I released my first map on Realms, I was ecstatic. How many big YouTubers would play my map? How many fans would I have? How much would this help my YouTube channel? The results were less than I imagined. Only a handful of very small channels played my map, and I only gained a couple fans, and my channel barely grew. This spike seems like a lot, but when you realize it jumped from 5 views a day to just 80, the result is a little underwhelming. I figured that maybe it was just a bad time, and began my work on my second Realms map. During this time, I also updated my first map. These two maps were met with a larger amount of success, and to this day, the trailers for them have been my two best performing videos. I'm now working on my third map, and I'm afraid I'm having a mid-map crisis. I'm working on the sequel map to my previous adventure map. My goal was to publish this map on Realms, so that it had a much wider reach. I've been losing some steam lately, and some recent news has really made me reconsider continuing work on it. On October 21st, Realms mapmakers were informed that the current Realms management team was going to move to only working on Bedrock. The future of the Realms maps is currently unknown, but it has left creators feeling that they too must move to Bedrock to make maps. This news certainly will hurt the future of Java mapmaking, won't it? If you asked me before writing this video, I would have said that it will soon die out in favor of the Bedrock marketplace. In Bedrock Edition, it is encouraged to monetize your maps through the marketplace. Meanwhile, in Java Edition, if you tried to sell your map, you would hardly find anyone willing to pay for an otherwise free experience. There is no money incentive, which is fine for most hobbies, but mapmaking is a full-time job. I figured eventually Java mapmaking would lose its grip on practicality and be reduced to nothing. However, I didn't really want to accept that as the fate of mapmaking, so I asked around in mapmaking circles and found 4 mapmakers interested in a review. I asked 3 questions. Where do you see Java mapmaking going?
Hey, my name's Jevin, and I've been creating Minecraft Java maps on and off for about a year now. I've only created about 3 maps in that time, and like 50 unfinished ones, but yeah. For where I see Java mapmaking going, well, first off, I'm kind of new, so I don't really know what it's been like before, but recently I've noticed a lot of shift towards Bedrock Edition, because there was the Minecraft Live panel entirely for Bedrock mapmaking, which was weird. The marketplace on Bedrock is much more monetized compared to Java, because Java's just got Realms, but the marketplace, you got the whole mine coins and stuff, so they can make a lot more money. And they've also kind of discontinued the Reddit Realm submissions for Realms on Java, and it's taking a while for updates and maps for Atlas to be approved as well, which kind of shows that they're just stopping, which is weird. This kind of sucks because they're quite different, the two versions, and there's quite a lot of divide. Like, mechanic-wise, they're quite different versions, as well as community divide. A lot of people on Java look down on Bedrock. The Java community is still very much alive, though, and it's not going to go away anytime soon. But we'll probably see some more Java creators move to Bedrock for maybe the money or just the more player base.
Well, normally each new update introduces at least a few new map-making tools, such as new commands or additions to data pack capabilities. 1.13 was the most recent big one, completely overhauling everything and making everything much more streamlined, but the additions haven't stopped coming. Like 1.14 gave us the loot and schedule commands, 1.15 gave us predicates and the spectate command, 1.16 gave us the attribute command and more advancement capabilities, and of course, the experimental custom worlds and dimensions. I'm sure the additions will never stop coming, so there will always be new possibilities for Java mapmakers in coming updates. I know a lot of people are particularly excited about the custom world generation, for example, which is still experimental right now, but I am sure it will be expanded upon in 1.17. However, when it comes to Java mapmaking, it's honestly hard to definitively say where it will head. I will say that the Java mapmaking community doesn't generally receive a whole lot of outside attention compared to other facets of the Minecraft creator community. There's been an ever-growing shift towards Bedrock over the last few years, largely due to the marketplace. In addition, over the years, Bedrock has been gaining plenty of possibilities and tools of its own, such as actually almost on par with Java at this point, especially when you consider the new item and block, custom item and block possibilities unveiled at Minecraft Live. Coming back to Java maps, however, there is generally a great community with lots of knowledge and documentation on the creation of Java maps. So it's actually a great place for new aspiring map makers to start, and also for people who just want to do it as a hobby or for fun or just to see what they can do. So with all that said, I think as long as the community exists and have creative ideas, then many different incredible projects will continue to be created. Although I do feel like the heyday of Minecraft Java map making is far behind us, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. We still get plenty of incredible Java maps. It is sad that a lot of great projects slip under the radar when I personally believe they deserve more attention. But still, some truly incredible ones do get quite a lot of traction, a few examples being for the last couple of years being the Harry Potter map or Diversity 3.
And that's where Java map making really becomes very personal in the sense of, at least most creators, I would say, are making something that they would want to enjoy. So maybe at first you start making maps because it's what other people are doing, or you try and make something that you see other people have made things similar to. Mm-hmm. But the more you do it, the more you kind of just do things for the sake of what you want to make. And I've never really been big on story-based campaign things. I guess minigames do qualify as maps as well, but I've never been big on playing campaigns of games like Call of Duty or whatever. I was always more into the multiplayer side of those games. Mm-hmm. So I see myself making more stuff oriented towards that nowadays in Java.
This is a tough question, but I see it going somewhere. The new 1.17 update will bring more features to maps and gameplay of maps. I quite hope people will soon enough be using functions. So many map creators use functions, and functions are a whole less laggier than command blocks. I do hope to see that soon. Do you earn anything from your maps?
I've never earned anything from making my maps, like money-wise, but it's definitely a goal. That'd be sick. But that's quite optimistic to say, because, yeah.
I don't earn any money directly from my maps, but I do have a Patreon. Most people who support me there are fans of my Advancements data pack, which isn't technically a map, but there you go. I earn a fairly small income each month, however it's more than nothing. It's not really a big enough income to facilitate living or anything. I will say it's a little bonus.
I get experience, and I can use that experience to make a much better map next time. That's why I'm making a series on my time-to-time remake. I go over how I will be making it and take ideas from the community and bring it to life inside the map. Why do you make maps?
The reason I make maps is mostly for fun. I made my first map about a year ago. It was some terrible horror map. And like midway through I found out about realms and how you could submit them to be on realms, which I did, and it got denied, of course, because it was terrible. But yeah, after getting denied and finishing my map, I thought I'd make another one because I enjoyed it, and I thought I could improve and maybe get it on realms one day. But well, I made two more maps since then, and well, the realm dream's kind of dead since they've stopped reviewing Reddit submissions. But I've still continued to make maps after that. I'm currently working on a quite big project to remake a game into Minecraft. And I'm pretty much just doing it entirely for my enjoyment, since I don't have much hope of them reopening submissions. And but maybe one day, I don't know. I also love playing other maps and testing and all of that stuff. That's just really fun, and I love being a part of the community. Also, I love just playing my own maps with people, just looking at your creation and being able to just have fun with it and other people. It's great.
Whenever I've made maps, normally they were the maps that I wanted to make, although my specific motives have changed over the years, depending on the map. The biggest inspiration for my Assassin of Steve trilogy was the Herobrine maps by Hypixel, but one thing that I always found lackluster about the Herobrine maps was how short they were, which was why I aimed to create a series of long maps with great fun and replayability. And as for my current project, Celestial Protocol, I mostly wanted to use all the skills I had accumulated and the new command system they were giving us in 1.13 to create an epic adventure unlike anything that had ever really been done in Minecraft.
You can kind of compare maybe Java map makers and Bedrock map makers to indie developers versus big studios, right? A lot of indie devs don't even plan to make money off of the games that they make. And in some ways that can make their things turn out more exciting or more interesting than the big publisher games. You see that with projects like some of the recent stuff, you know, Among Us and Phasmophobia, things like that. Like smaller teams are able to put out something that's more popular than something such as what was that game? Last of Us 2.
I make them for fun. Nothing else. The exact same reason I make videos. I make maps because I want to give the community enjoyment and give myself enjoyment of finishing a map. These interviews show some of the cons of Java map making. The Bedrock edition is growing and gaining more attention than Java maps. The Java maps that are really good often go unnoticed, and even successful maps don't financially earn very much at all. However, these interviews also showcase some of the best reasons to be a Java map maker. Java is always getting new map making tools and features that aid in map making. You can make something that you want to play. You can gain experience that can even translate to real-life careers. You can play other maps and experience an indie developer environment. Finally, you have the enjoyment of finishing a map and the mostly great community that comes along with map making. The reality is that Java mapmaking is continuously fueled by a variety of factors. When an old mapmaker decides to take some time off, 2 new ones are there to replace him. Java mapmaking goes through cycles of new players picking up where the old ones quit, to the point where it can never really die off. Sure, as Cavinator mentioned, the heyday of Java mapmaking might be behind us, but maybe we can inspire a new generation of maps and map makers. If you are a Java map maker and feel the same way I did at the start of this video, don't forget about why you started. Don't forget about all that you have learned, and don't forget about the community that you've become a part of. The future of Java mapmaking still has a long road to travel. If you like this video, consider sharing it with other map makers, or even people who are in a creative burnout. Thanks for watching, and as always, have a great day.